For human, Archmage Expo, of course, always. Archmage Rifle pushes. Somehow back on the menu as well, even though not as powerful. Knights Gyros do work. Griffins, possibly the strongest strategy. Haven't seen tanks in a bit. We had Necro Wagons by cars. True, but let's not take cars as established meta. Okay. But yeah, do work like that. Mountain Kings possible. Like, this matchup is extremely hype right now. Labby, for his standards, very vanilla with Crypt Lord. In my mind, and I think a lot of people confirmed this, to me at least, LabyRinth the best undead versus human player in 2025. And Starbuck coming in with instant aggression. Nice deny with the ritual dagger to not give Starbuck too much XP, and he doesn't get level 2 just yet. That is a problem because the Brilliance Aura is not working. There we go. Trades a footman for a ghoul. We once again have an extremely explosive game here, and Water Elementals still do what Water Elementals do. Ghouls falling, footies falling. Nice block by Labby with the Beetle, keeping the footman stuck. But still no level 2. There is still the big Sasquatch that will be level 2. Starbuck, I think, just a flavor thing to be more aggressive. I think the aggressive style does work. I think the creeping expansion style works. And Starbuck, aggressive, one base. Rifle push. 41, the decisive 7th map in their show match with a rifle push. Archmage taking a bit too much damage, I think. I have to say, though, in that game 7, Happy played, for his standards, pretty bad and kind of donated the game away. So let's see if this works in a regular game as well when both players are playing their A game. Crypt Lord very hurt, Archmage rather hurt, but it's working, man. This Archmage pressure is working, and he forces Labby into attack, so it's one base, one base. I think Starbuck's strategy is working out beautifully. Labby shows that he has some strategic variety. Oh, Impale. He can just run away, though. There's not even boots. That Impale failed quite a bit. There's another Impale. Maybe he has to hit it really hard, and he doesn't. The Great Escape. Footmen are disposable. You want to rotate them out anyway. Every footman then turns into a rifle at some point. Not automatically, of course. That'd be something. Labby has a late altar.
A player's forces are under attack.
That is 30 seconds delay. He can queue a slaughterhouse. That's the only resources he got. But no tier 3 tech, no DK, and now Starbuck rather careful. Was able to prevent the fast level 3, was able to deny that expansion. So far, all he does is win, win, win no matter what. Oh, wait.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, I thought for a second tier 2 expansion. This was a pocket strat by Sock. For a bit. Haven't seen it succeed in a while. Oh.
A player's forces are under attack.
Labby has to make it to tier 3 to be somewhat competitive. Not an overwhelming amount of ghouls that you can just throw away. No Gargs to snipe priests. But Starbuck is obviously also on a timer. This is a tier 2 timing push on a very small map. Oh. Every unit that falls now is expensive. He's aiming for the Crypt Lord. Really? DK is around the corner, but he still needs some seconds. This is looking exceptional for Starbuck. What a sick creep jack. Hammer to the head. Mountain King level 2. First hero dead. Archmage also. Okay, I kind of missed that. I had my eyes on the Crypt Lord. So we trade first heroes, and who's this better for now? With the slaughterhouse going down, that's another disaster for Labby. Can he get the Archmage back from the tavern? Doesn't have the resources as it seems. Oh, the lack of Brilliance Aura hurts.
A player's forces are under attack.
Aiming for surround. There shouldn't be any possibility to lock that in successfully. I love that Starbuck is spreading his army to like everywhere. So there's no chance for a slaughterhouse whatsoever. DK is stuck and surrounded by his own units. There's no way out. There's a tree. He's locked in the woods. He's lost in the forest. Double kill Starbuck. GG. Just like that. Just like that. Simple, yet super effective. Early Archmage level 1 harass, disrupting LabyRinth play completely. Crypt Lord still, for the majority of players, the #1 solution. And I think versus Starbuck, who has such a vicious rifle push, not playing Dreadlord is smart. Rifle push is death to the Dreadlord. Crisp, clear, well equalized. Let's go. I like the voice changer.
Player's forces are under attack.
I'm not using a voice changer. The tone might be a bit different. But no filter.
Player's forces are under
It sounds like T-Pain. I don't know who that is. A bit louder. Okay, yeah, I see. I see ya. I see ya. In the next game, or in the next break, I guess. Starbuck this time, different strategy. Not early harassment. This has always been one of his biggest strengths. He's not super stubborn when it comes to strategies, tries different approaches. And one base play was a thing on springtime, a very narrow map, a very short map. Autumn leaves, definitely bigger. But LabyRinth, pretty clean execution thus far. It is interesting that Starbuck's orientation is towards the natural expansion and not as per usual, the right-hand side. This makes it so this Crypt Lord attack hits fast and hard.
Player's forces are under attack.
Or it should.
The town is under
But so far it doesn't. Very, very careful Labby, and Starbuck realizes like, hey, you're a bit indecisive. Okay. You're hesitant? Okay, let me expand in your face. This leads to a couple of peasant kills. Not the end of the world. We have a staff against surrounds, as surrounds were a big problem of game 1. But yeah, we have a solution for that now. Two ghouls for defense. Is there still a chance to cancel this? Doubt it. Ah, little run by. Nice, Labby. Similar to Starbuck, LabyRinth, a very strategic player. Poking some holes here, blasting through the mana. These impales are working out, man, even though it's only level 1. So it's only one worker, and then the human expansion takes forever. Arcane Tower up, so a solution against beetles is provided. But I think this goes well for Labby. He wants the second base, he got the second base, untouched. And there was 1 kill each. Lumber peasants are an issue. Peasant numbers in general are a huge issue.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
So how much damage can we do? What's an expo worth if you don't have acolytes? We are during the tech. There's no second necropolis. At the moment, LabyRinth has no solution of rebuilding acolytes. And the crypt lord is not that healthy either. I think this attack, once again, wonderful. 3 footmen hacking and slaying away at every individual acolyte. This is quite a disaster, man. This entire expo is empty. Starbuck presents himself in wonderful shape, puts Focus's performance a bit in perspective. And an absolute slaughter here. Triple Water Elemental with level 2 Brilliance Aura, level 2 unlocked, Ghoulstone stand a chance, Acolytes didn't stand a chance. Really nice target firing, a lot of pressure elevated from Starbuck's own expansion. We get the deny, of course we do. Dude, Starbuck looks like 8 feet tall right now. We do have the Necropolis up, so it's like a little band-aid on LabyRinth. But he wants to gather funds now. Starbuck is already teching. Should probably continue peasant production. Otherwise, he will fall into a little lumber trap. Lures, oh my god, lures the Crypt Lord to the right-hand side. He can thankfully step out. Starbuck has to TP! Animation for the Impel was already there. That was a split second here.
Town is under siege.
What a disturbing force Starbuck is today. Really, really impressive.
Forces are under attack.
So, I guess, yeah, we need a shredder. Okay. I thought either you build more peasants for lumber or you get a shredder, keep him safe. Classic fortitude move that many humans have adopted themselves. Level lead, Starbuck. Supply lead, Starbuck. Tech lead, Labby. This time, he didn't delay the altar. Did delay the graveyard a little bit.
A player's forces are under attack.
No blacksmith just yet. Gargo. Might just be one. Against the Zeppelin and the drops. That is smart. Labby's surrounds today look good. But still, the late game usually belongs to the human. I would be very surprised if that's not the case. People are trying to find solutions, and we've seen a couple more Banshees. We've also seen mass Garg's Worms from people like 120, of course, who is a very good influencer in this matchup at the moment, idea-wise at least. Also, Sheik has been playing this a lot. So seems like it's a at least semi-viable strategy these days. But I think still, this is very smooth sailing for Starbuck, at least for now. Impale stops the stab, so he can't reinforce right now. It's only Crypt Lord DK. This is not super powerful. We go double racks. That's interesting for Knight. In the meantime, there was a bit of a harass. The Zeppelin drops. I think it was empty. So good reaction by Labby, going for that preemptive gargoyle. Not really preemptive. He saw it, right? But the gargoyle. And we get double racks, double workshop. No sign for a Griffin Aviary just yet. And that might be an issue here. Coil! Good dodge. So this was a lot of pressure on the Archmage, trying to force some items. And that gives him the middle for creeping if Starbuck is not re-engaging immediately. But I love it. He portaled to the expo where the shop is at. He can heal now. Could have even gone for a potion, but he doesn't need that. Labby didn't read that play properly. And just like that, map control is back in the hands of Starbuck. Very smart move. Jesus. You know, if you want to be antagonistic, a couple of people said, oh, Starbuck, he was just carried by Pally rifle. I think the guy shows he knows how to game. Still, this game is far from over. Labby has reached tier 3. Starbuck has reached tier 3. At the moment, the army of Starbuck is 3 footmen. That's nothing. Lich out, brings mana potions. Very interesting to me, this game, and also last one. No Wand of Negation for Labby, in case I missed them. Last hit secured. Drukan, thank you for the 56. Destroyer up. This is one of Labby's strongest timings there is all game. And for Starbuck, or for Starbuck's perspective, I really miss the Griffins. He was a bit short on gold. He did. He had to. Oops. Weekend mode already, huh? So, yeah, that worries me. No Griffins. And what also worries me is levels. So, what Labby did well is never let Starbuck unfold and let him go into Creepcraft. Not saying this can't still happen. We do get a transition, actually. Fiend transition rather late, but a Banshee transition. Destroyers should fall quickly, but then you maneuver into Fiends and Banshees, and that should be your late game scenario. Lich in trouble, Archmage in trouble. We have no TP, but a staff. Oh, Starbuck, you might be falling apart here. Paladin is fighting against the creeps, and the Paladin is losing to the creeps. What an invite this is, dude. What an invite to a Paladin. A mess. An absolute mess. Mountain King takes revenge. Paladin is alive. Double level up. Now he should have Divine Shield, right? Yeah. Holy Light at the ready. He's waiting for the next nuke. Archmage is begging. Is begging for Coil Nova, and he eats it up. So the Paladin stays alive for a little bit longer. Any chance to rescue him now? Nope. Supply lead is with Starbuck because his macro is just better. Labby wasn't producing for a very, very long time, floating 1,300, 1,400 gold, which is not supposed to be that way. Level 5 Crypt Lord is now should be the end of the night. What a wacky fight this is. We get early gyro bombs for the 8 gyros that are still there. Oh, soon to be 7. So he can pressure statues, Banshees, bases. It is Banshees, by the way. Yeah, Starbuck got a little bit of an invite here, to be honest, by Labby's lack of macro.
A player's forces are under
Sweet Archmage bait on the right-hand side to take the pressure off of Mountain King Pally. They could have both died easy. They had no staff, no potion. Highlight Steve, I very much appreciate the predictions, by the way. Big mana potion for this MK, and we can level now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, this was all a mess. Like, nobody played perfectly here. But whatever. A mess is fun. Especially the midnight one. But as the game goes later and later, I think Starbuck's position is getting better and better. Banshees can be thick, but there is good solutions to it. Mortar teams already on the way. Fragmentation shots coming up. I do not understand the lack of griffins. But hey, maybe I don't have to. 5-3, close to 3. Starbuck is racing up XP numbers now. And the good thing with mortars is, not only can you pretty much destroy the cast around, you can also siege very well. Probably willing to take a TP trade here. Curse applied, staff ready. Paladin there as well. Wait, is he taking this fight? It looks like it. Impale very, very strong. But we lack the big combo with Nova. Mountain King in trouble. Any Holy Lights? Any saves? Mountain King still in trouble. This is such a mess, man. Pally level 3. And Mortars join the fray as well. These Banshees, they don't have enough mana for possession yet. And we're running out of Impales very soon as well. More Labby. Oversight. This Mortar team did so much damage again. And I was highly doubtful of this fight. Now the TP. But Starbuck made it work. He made it work big time. He killed a lot of fiends. He did hurt the Banshees. He was draining mana left and right out of the Banshees. And he saved a lot with the staffs, and he got the levels that he wanted. Money 2! Thank you very much.
Good Friday and happy weekend, Smile.
Happy weekend to all of you too. Oh, the Banshees need so much mana, and the statue is empty. Yeah, Labby is in a horrible spot. Horrible spot.
A player's forces are under attack.
Triple staff up now. So we need at least 4 possessions, if not more. I don't think we have a single one yet. Mortar teams are freaking fantastic in this situation now. Mortar teams are the solution to everything. Blow up the Ziggs, keep LabyRinth supply blocked, slaughter the economy. Wonderful fighters as well if you keep them in the back. I'm really surprised that this Cryptlord Impale is not carrying more. Lich in trouble. This Impale was sweet. Everything is affected by Curse. DK in trouble. There's so much mana. Oh my god, there's so much mana. Labby with full focus on these water teams. But yeah, Banshees are they're just here to curse. They're just here to curse and a little bit of AMS, but no possessions whatsoever. And then the Knights hard counter the Fiends. So hard to deal with. And once the Mortars are in a good... Oh, the surround. Oh, mamma mia. That was a lovely one. Look at the Mortars go, man. There's no impact here whatsoever. Starbuck tramples on Labby. And that's the end. That is the end. 2-0 for Starbuck. A result that I would have never expected. That surround, man. That surround was so lovely. And the Lich is falling as well. And the Banshees are falling as well. in the heat of the moment, having the presence of mind of that surround. Just glorious. And Labby can't even rebuild.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, 2 clutch moments here. Obviously, this round, but then also the Banshees wrecked by mortars. I don't think there's a chance for Labby. He believes differently. With a bit of AMS, okay. Even without clap, man. This is so much damage even without clap. Very unique style with knights and mortars. Glitch in trouble. Dead. I traded for 2 knights here. Oh, 1 knight. And without the lich, without anti-armor orb, that is game. GG. And what, like, capital G in GG.